Hey, it's Megan. Welcome back to another dollar DIY video. This time, I heard you loud and clear in the comments, you want outdoor DIY, so that's exactly what you're getting in this video. I have 7 different DIYs for outside. I mean, they could be used indoors just the same, all using items that cost $1 each or less. The cool thing about this video though is not all of these DIYs are totally my style. I'm actually giving a lot of them away or making them to sell. So I'm upping my game and not making these look like DIYs. Either way, I hope you enjoy the video. And if you do like this video, let me know because I do have a few more ideas for summer, spring decor, outdoor decor, DIYs. So let me know if you like this video, we can do another one. All right, let's get started. For the first DIY, we are making some hanging planters, which can typically be found online or in store between $30 to $45, but we don't have to pay that. All we gotta do, go on down to Dollar Tree, snatch up some of their metal tins that already come with rope and remove the rope. Now, I spray painted mine white, totally optional, personal preference. Then all you have to do is just take a little bit more twine or rope or whatever, make a little loop, hot glue it on the back, and then use some hot glue to reattach the rope it came with. And you don't have to hot glue every line, by the way. Then you can fill it with whatever you want, but just a heads up, Dollar General is really selling some super cute florals this year, so that's what I'm filling mine with. Then some Dollar Tree garden hooks, and voila, there you go, super cute planters. Or you can use them to organize inside your home. Either way, these are super cute, totally not selling these, and I love the way they look. For the next DIY, we are pulling inspiration from Pottery Barn, who thinks extremely highly of their moss-covered letters because they want like $80. But we're not doing that. All we're doing is getting some foam, which can be found at Dollar Tree or Walmart. Use a ruler to mark it down in like even columns, and then cut the foam into even-ish columns. It doesn't have to be perfect. I used a kitchen knife. I'm not sure if this is the most efficient way to cut the foam, but it was the most convenient way at the time. Now, my last name starts with an H, but I know that's not everyone. So like if your last name is RPB, I'm thinking you could use one of Dollar Tree's foam wreath forms and like cut it in half. You feel where I was going with that? I do think that would work. I didn't try it, but I think it would work. Then just like glue your pieces together to make your letter. The foam like held fine together on its own with hot glue, but because we're putting this outside, I did reinforce with popsicle sticks and more hot glue. 1 bag of Dollar Tree moss and a boatload of more hot glue. Add your moss to your initial. My preferred way to add moss to anything is to dip the item in the hot glue instead of patting the moss on with my hands. It just keeps me from getting burned. You probably will need to go back and trim some areas of your letter where it was getting like too wild and crazy, kind of like trimming down bushes. And then there were some areas where I did have to hand pat the moss, but I used a boatload of moss and I didn't get burned. Now you can hang this in like many different ways depending on what your initial is. I just used hot glue and twine, but I also played around with putting it in some framed chicken wire, which is cute, but I don't like it as much. So I'm gonna go back to plain Jane, hanging it with twine and just put it on our fence. For the next DIY, we are taking inspiration from this super cute, but super expensive Topiary from Kirkland's for $70. We're definitely not paying $70. All we're doing is taking one of Dollar Tree's toy foam balls and something you have on hand, like maybe a Dollar Tree bamboo skewer, doesn't matter, just something sharp enough to pierce the foam ball and you do not mind getting messy. Because we're going back with some of Walmart's black 97-cent spray paint and spray painting all over our ball. And Walmart sells the same size foam ball, by the way, for like $3.50. So yeah, the toy ball is definitely cheaper. Then 8 of Walmart's 97-cent boxwood picks. Cut the stems off your pick and then cut the stems in half. So like if the pick originally had 5 stems, now you have 10. You see what I'm saying there? Then you can just stab your stems directly into your foam ball. No hot glue is needed. This foam is more dense or thick or hard, I don't know the word I'm looking for, than regular styrofoam. So seriously, no hot glue is needed. And you do not have to put your stems right next to each other. They can be like an inch apart, half an inch apart, thick enough to where you might see like black in between the leaves, but you definitely won't be able to tell it's a black spray painted basketball. You know what I'm saying? Now, Walmart carries a bunch of different size dowel rods, most of them under $1. I like the 3/8 of an inch or the orange color. 1, it's only 62 cents, but 2, you can just use regular scissors and score it all the way around the stick and then snap it with your hands. So not a totally perfect cut, but hey, good enough. Then use burnt umber, or really whatever brown paint you have on hand. I just think burnt umber was the closest to the sticks in my yard. Then just put your stick into your topiary ball. So our topiary looks pretty cute so far, but if you want to take it up one notch of cuteness, go to Dollar Tree, get some of the garland that has the brown vine with it, and then wrap that around your stick. Also, Mother Nature does give away twigs and branches for free. So that's what I did. Went outside, grabbed some twigs, and wrapped that all together. You will have some brown vine and some of the leaves left over from the garland. We're gonna save that for a later DIY. Then I'm using one of Dollar Tree's tins that are actually like way too small for this topiary with some floral moss and rocks just to weight it down. That way I can put it in any bucket that I want to put it in. I mean, a lot of times when you do buy these topiaries in stores, the little tin they come with is way too small for the actual topiary, because then you can put it in whatever bucket you want. And I will show later on in this video an alternative like DIY bucket if you don't have one on hand. And then real quick, I'm not 100% sure that I'm saying the word topiary right, topiary. So please, I would rather be corrected than left alone to look like an idiot. So if you're my friend and I'm saying this wrong, please correct me. Seriously. And we're on to the next one, where we're taking inspiration from online store Jane and then Joann's fabric, $20 wreath, kind of putting them together into one big DIY. All we need to do is buy one of Dollar Tree's 12-inch willow wreaths and 9 of Walmart's boxwood picks. Although I will say, I did go overboard and I made my wreath really full. You could probably get away with only using like 7 or 8 of the picks. Either way, 7, 8, 9 picks, doesn't matter. You don't need to use hot glue. You just stick the picks all the way around your wreath. And this does look super cute as is, so that's a great thing about this wreath. It can be changed out for the seasons. Then one of Dollar Tree's little love signs. Now, yeah, this is from Valentine's Day and they're not carrying it right now, but they carry similar things like this year round, the fake wood MDF boards. I removed the front paper from my signs because I'm painting the front and the back. This is one of those DIYs I'm actually selling, or technically it's sold by the time this is uploaded. Then I made this printable, Welcome Home. And anytime I make a free printable, I share it with you for free and it's linked in the description. There's also a link so you can find your state silhouette if you want to do this style at home just the same. If you print out the paper, scribble on the back, flip it over and trace it out, you can see it well enough where you can go back with a paint marker or paint or a Sharpie and then trace that out. I did end up omitting 2 hour in the 2 hour home, and then totally optional, personal preference here, I like to go back and lightly sand the letters to kind of make it match the rest of the boards. Now, I don't want to freak you out here. Look, these MDF boards are so thin that they can be easily cut by a handsaw. So just a heads up, this is like real-time speed here. This is not a sped up video at all. Literally takes you 10 seconds to cut this down. And if you don't have a handsaw or one of the miter boxes, I do have that linked in the description. And you could probably get away with using one of Dollar Tree's flimsy, cheap little handsaws. A lot of this MDF can be cut with scissors. And by the way, Dollar Tree does sell like tags and shapes year round. I don't know if they have any right now, but I already had this on hand and I got 2 for $1. So that's just what I used. Poke some holes at the top of my tags, added some twine, and then just some Dollar Tree ribbon and made a bow. Now, the only area that got hot glue on this entire wreath was where I hot glued the tags. Guess how much I sold this bad boy for? Well, I'll give you a hint. I just want to let you know, in Texas, stuff like this is really easy to sell, and people love stuff that has the silhouette of Texas on it. So I would love to know how much you think I sold this for. And we're on to the next one. We were doing another topiary. Praying to God I'm saying that right. Inspiration from Kirkland's. All we need is 4 of these Walmart leaves, and Dollar Tree sells something very similar too. Cut off all the stems off of the picks. Then 2 bags of lemons or 20 lemons. Now, I bought my lemons at Michael's and they were originally $3.89 and the bag was on sale for $1.77. So when I went online to link this in the description for you, I saw it was not on sale and full price was $7.79. So I have no idea. I typed in the SKU number, but I did find lemons for 25 cents at Walmart. They sell them in stores. And ignore the bad reviews. I did read those for you. They were people complaining because they ordered online and they sent them limes instead of lemons. But if you go in store, you can pick your own lemons. Makes sense? Then just stab your lemons with the little picks. We are using one of Dollar Tree's little toy foam balls again, and we're spray painting it black, just the same. Some of this DIY is going to be kind of repetitive, so we're going to kind of skim through these parts. The difference is you're adding your lemons instead of the boxwood. Also, you will have extra leaves left over from the Walmart greenery. Add those to your topiary just the same. Optional is go back with some baby's breath, available at Dollar Tree, and then put that all over your topiary. I did that because I liked the extra contrast and dimension with the colors. And then remember how we had some of the greenery vine left over from the previous DIY? Go back and add that, or you can. I like the way it makes it look more full with the smallest dab of hot glue so you cannot see the hot glue. If you do not have a spare bucket on hand for outdoors, Dollar Tree sells these larger planters. Spray paint it white, or you could leave it as is. And then just take some twine, Dollar Tree rope, or you can do like I'm doing. I'm just taking a pulled apart piece of Dollar Tree's rope and wrapping it around the top with a little bit of hot glue. Everything else is the same in this DIY, by the way. So the stems, the dowel rods, the weighted rocks, and floral moss. I just didn't want to be like super repetitive, so I hope you get the gist of it. I do love the way this turned out. Super cute, although I actually did make this one for someone else too. I know everyone loves lemon decor. I'm just not a big lemon fan. Don't hate me, but I do have one more lemon DIY for you. For this next one, we're pulling inspiration from Big Lots, $25. I see wreaths like this sold everywhere. All we need is one of Dollar Tree's little janky wreath forms, 2 more of Walmart's greenery, and more lemons. You don't need 10, you only need 5, so I made 2 of these wreaths. 5 lemons, hot glue them all over your wreath, and then add your greenery. Now, I do want to say, if you cannot find lemons at Walmart or at Michael's, Araceli Chan does have a DIY video where she used Dollar Tree items to make lemon lookalikes. Really great video, and I have that linked in the description if you want to check that out. Then I added more baby's breath, a little bit of hot glue for the baby's breath, but I didn't want to like overdo it with hot glue because this is also going to somebody else. Not selling it, I just made it for somebody. And here we go. This is really cute. Lemon decor doesn't match my decor, but I still love the way it looks. And I know a lot of people absolutely love lemons. So I think this is a great DIY. 2 cute pieces that definitely do not look handmade. And we are on to the very last one. We're pulling inspiration from Kirkland's again, $70 this home sign. And we have a lot of options. You can either use one of Dollar Tree's bunny signs that they're selling right now, or one of the Beware signs they sold during Halloween. Or you can do what I'm doing. 1 inch by 2 inch by 8 foot long wood strips for only 98 cents at Home Depot. So 1 strip, this is 98 cents, cut into 4 pieces, which Home Depot will do for you, is the same size as the Beware sign. So if you're going the Home Depot route, not hot glue, wood glue your pieces together. If you're going the Beware sign, just flip it over on the back and paint it. That's all you got to do. After you're done painting, Waverly sells these stencils at Walmart for like less than $4. Really great investment. I've used these in multiple DIYs and then just traced out the word home. I like using paint pens because I'm not good at freehanding paint or staying in the, not freehanding, but staying in the lines while painting when there's like a big area. So I kind of trace it out with the paint pen and then go back and paint the rest of it. This windmill is from Dollar Tree. Just remove the little welcome part. You can save that for a DIY in the future. And then some of Dollar Tree's hanging toolkit. They come with these little round pieces, screwed them in each side of the sign, and then tied some twine to it. Same thing for the middle of the sign for the O. So you can use a windmill or you can use a wreath. Now, if you're using the Beware sign, you just need a hot glue. No screwing needed. But this way, this could be reversible, so I could do something to the back, and the little wreath can be changed out between a windmill and a wreath. So yeah, hope that made sense. And by the way, everything I mentioned as far as the wood, the videos, the printables, that's all linked in the description. Don't forget to let me know if you're not down with outdoor DIYs. What do you want to see? Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time, my friend.